Power Rangers RPG using 5e rule set, potentially. Possibly also G.I. Joe, Transformers, and My Little Pony. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. I read through multiple articles today, and I'm a little bit unsure. So I'm going to share what I saw with you and see what your thoughts are on this. So let me go ahead and jump over here, and we'll take a look. So Renegade Studios made this. So you may be familiar with Renegade Studios. They've done a bunch of stuff. They also have a digital branch of different games and things. So they released this kind of press release post article thing today. They basically have entered a partnership with Hasbro. Entering a partnership with Hasbro means you now have access to Hasbro licenses. It means you have access to Wizards of the Coast because you have Hasbro and they own Wizards of the Coast. And it says, with this expanded partnership, the G.I. Joe, Transformers, and My Little Pony brands join Renegade's already successful Power Rangers line of family of games. You can expect to look forward to new role-playing and deck-building games will be hitting shelves in 2021. So they first partnered with Hasbro for Heroes of the Grid miniatures board game in 2018 and have released 11 expansions for it. I have no concept that even existed. But I guess I'm just not like as into the board game scene as I guess I thought I was. I don't know. Anyway, deck building game. I'll be demo virtually at Renegade Con in October, so 2 weeks from now. And Renegade's Morphin Meet virtual event beginning on October 23rd and on shelves in Q2 2021. Oh, wait, I missed that. First up will be a 5th edition compatible. I just totally misread that. First up will be a 5th edition compatible Power Rangers role-playing game. Okay, and the deck building game. I must have just missed that first part. Yeah, so officially confirmed 5th edition Power Rangers role-playing game coming in 2021, Q2 2021. Obviously, it's no secret, that I'm a fan of Power Rangers, right? I've got my Power Morpher here in arm's reach. The Dragon Dagger's kicking around over there. Just ordered a Power Rangers hoodie, and I've been looking to track down one of the legacy Power Swords from when they used to only come out at Toys R Us from back in the day. So, and my son, who's 3, also loves Power Rangers. So, it's been fun rewatching all the episodes. So I'm super jazzed about this. I love Power Rangers. So this would be awesome. We can take a little bit more dive into this. There's another couple articles I've seen about it, but I think we got the big thing, which is 100% confirmed. We will be getting this Q2 2021 and potentially at the Morphin Meet virtual event on October 23rd, we might get a little bit more meaty details on this. So fans will be able to enjoy Renegade launching all new sites and communities to support these Hasbro games. Organized play, achievements, and in-store and at-home events will be added to the current programs, such as current Power Rangers free monthly scenarios and Morphin Mondays Twitch programs. So that sounds like, now I don't know if they mean for the deck building or Heroes of the Grid, but it sounds like they might be launching, like, for lack of a better term, their own Adventurers League style organized play of this Power Rangers 5th edition game. Potentially, it sounds like maybe monthly scenario updates, like as in gameplay scenarios, like adventures, and then whatever Morphin Monday is going to be. I'm going to plan to cover this pretty extensively, so if you don't like Power Rangers, just don't watch those videos. And then it says more details for the G.I. Joe, Transformers, and My Little Pony games will be announced in the coming months. You can be the first sign up for the different franchises by signing up here. Let's click that newsletter. Okay. So this is just the Renegade newsletter. It doesn't tell us what specific ones. So a couple of interesting things. I'm sure there's plenty of people. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Power Rangers. I like G.I. Joe. I like Transformers. I like My Little Pony. All of those things are in my wheelhouse. Power Rangers, I think, just due to the nature of the way Power Rangers feels like it would do better in a 5th edition mindset, just because, like, you are a hero, you transform, you have kind of magic powers, that kind of fits. G.I. Joe will be interesting because that will, in theory, flesh out really well firearm mechanics and gun type and like vehicular combat and gun mechanics in 5th edition, because we don't really have that, or at least we don't have that in a great spot. And G.I. Joe is obviously a lot of guns. It also probably add potentially other stealth stuff if we're dealing with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and things like that. Transformers will also be really interesting because now we're talking like we've always been focusing more on like humanoid type creatures. Now we're going to be dealing with robots in disguise, and they're massive, so that'll be interesting. Also, potentially again vehicular combat. And then I thought My Little Pony was interesting because the Tales of Equestria RPG already exists, which is a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic inspired RPG that's made by a different company that isn't technically 5th edition mechanics, but it's kind of heavily inspired by them. So that'll be interesting to see what a potentially like official from Hasbro My Little Pony 5e RPG will do to the existing RPG. It may just kind of destroy it. We're thrilled to expand our relationship with Renegade Game Studios to include more fan brands from our portfolio. Again, Power Rangers, etc. Further details will be announced for individual games, beginning with the Power Rangers deck building game available for pre-order in Q4 2020. And then I saw there's a Forbes article as well, and I read through it, and I don't think I got anything more specific in here that they like deck building games. Again, G.I. Joe's, Transformers, and My Little Pony fans will love the exciting games coming soon. Here is more of the 5th edition stuff. Part of the strategy here is if we want a G.I. Joe fan to play an RPG, we want to use a system that's common and widely known. 5th edition at this point is the common language in RPGs. We went back and forth on our discussions, but we landed on 5th edition being what we wanted to use to achieve our design goals. This also allows for cross-brand crossovers, like we see in the comics where the G.I. Joes meet the Autobots, which is the IDW comic series covers all of this stuff, to Battle Cobra and the Decepticons. There's nothing to stop players from having a G.I. Joe and Transformer characters in the same campaign. That's also probably something to say, like if they're all basically in 5th edition, that kind of makes them all co-compatible or cross-compatible. So we could have a cleric with a My Little Pony, Bumblebee and Lady Jane or whatever her name is. Lady J. I can't remember. My G.I. Joe's pretty. All I can think of is Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes off the top of my head. Roadblock, that was one. Whatever. We could have like a crazy party of all these different franchises working together, and you could live out like your comic book crossover fantasy in D&D, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I am curious to see what these Morphin Mondays, Twitch programming, and these weekly or monthly scenarios are going to be. It also begs me the question, who owns the rights to other franchises that fall in this? Like, who owns the rights to Ghostbusters? Who owns the rights to Thundercats? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Now I know like there have been a Ghostbusters RPG back in the day. I know there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles RPG from Palladium. There's a bunch of these kind of things in the past. What about now? Like Nickelodeon obviously owns Ninja Turtles, so I don't think they're tied to, and like IDW owns the comic resources, so I don't think they could do it. Same thing with IDW owning the Ninja Turtles comics. But could we get a Thundercats RPG? That's something I would be interested in. I'm sure a lot of you would be interested in as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Which one of these concepts are you most excited for? Power Rangers, My Little Pony, G.I. Joe's, Transformers? Is it kind of like me where you're excited for all of them and the potential cross-contamination or cross-pollination, I guess is a better word, we can do with that? What other ones do you love from the past? What about like Voltron, right? Netflix owns the new Voltron. What about bringing in Voltron to fight the Transformers and the Megazord? Like, think about that. Voltron versus the Megazord. That could be cool. This is the kind of stuff, we always used to do at the lunch table in elementary school, middle school, high school. I mean, I still do it with my friends now. Who would win in a fight? But we could possibly have these all with stats in 5th edition that we could do some crazy crossover campaign. I think that would be pretty awesome. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And I'll see you all next time.